Oh, poor guy chose to sit right here. And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ron Joy Stadium for your League One Ontario Game of the Week. We're here in the Premier Men's Division as Scrosoppi FC is looking to go top of the table as they're going against a Hamilton United squad who are desperately looking for some points to stay up in the Premier Division. My name is Martin Ohms. I'll be giving you the play-by-play commentary for this match as we look here for the opening handshakes and captain tosses between the two teams. Let's go ahead now and introduce the two starting squads, starting with the visiting Scrosoppi FC, coached by John Yaku. They're currently sitting with a record of 5 wins and a single draw in this season. They'll be led in goal by Jared Maloney. In front of him will be Marcus Channer, Tristan Marshall, Omari Cotterell, Noah D. Dominicis, Ferris Amari, Ryan James, Matthew Pava, Jacob Carlos, Carlo DeFeo, and Daniel Rafasami rounds out this starting 11. They're leading the league right now with 21 goals for, and they're going against one of the teams with one of the struggling defenses in Hamilton United. So this can be their key to keep the ball out of their goal, as this team is coached by Cameron Daria. He'll be having in goal today will be Ethan Kagalj. In front of him will be Vukasin Kovacevic, Mark Ayanturmasi, Anfel Eklis, Mushtabir Amin, Nabil Hakim, Ibrahim Amat, Nathaniel Murphy, Zachary Maharaj, Lucas Neto, and Ali Assad rounds out this Hamilton United squad. Currently winless so far in the season, but do have 2 draws on the season. And with Sigma FC picking a massive 3 points earlier today against Van Azuri on a 2-1 victory over there, Hamilton desperately needs some points here tonight to try to keep up with the bottom of the table. As we see some early huddles here as the teams get ready to take the field here at Ron Joy Stadium on this very beautiful Saturday evening here. Thank you everyone who has tuned in for this match. It's going to be Hamilton United. They're going to be in the orange and black. They'll be going from your left to your right on your screens at home. And in the all whites are Scrosoppi FC going from your right to your left. Of course, there's a couple noticeable players missing here in the lineup today. For Scrosoppi, missing Cody Ellis and Tomasz Skrublak, 2 of their top goal scorers so far on the season. Mosin as well is out of the lineup, so that accounts for 11 of their 21 goals so far this season. So they're going to have to look to some new players up top. Di Dominicis does have 3 goals himself coming off the bench this season, and he's going to look with Amari, who has 2 himself, to see if they can get something past Hamilton United. As we're ready to get underway here with the striker of Hamilton United, that's It's Ali Assad. And we're ready to get here with our referee, Mahbub Gulistani. And his assistant referees are Jose Cascales and Anuj Shah. The fourth official is Eduard Bosiak for tonight's match. As we're here underway at the Ron Joyce Stadium, as we see an early ball played in towards the Scrosoppi corner as Matthew Pavo, one of the young upstart players here for the Scrosoppi squad, will kick this one out of play. The key here for Hamilton United, what they have done well in their victories and in their draws so far this season, they're both 1-1 draws against North Toronto and Pro Stars. They got a goal in the opening 10 minutes of the game. So that will be the key here for Hamilton United. See if they could get one here early and then dictate the tempo of the game from that moment. So they're going to try and see here with some early possession if they can try to test the goal of Jared Maloney. And Tomasi. He's going to go all the way back towards his defense as Hakeem will carry this over midfield. Hakeem sees Assad making a cut run, but that was read there by the captain for Scrosoppi. That's DeFeo. Of course, if you're familiar with him from his Blue Devils days, has shifted over here a couple years ago and has been a leader for this upstart Scrosoppi FC squad. Maloney telling the players, slow down, you got space. And Pava will carry this ball up towards his midfield. Not a good first touch there, but it's going to be a push on the back there by Kovacevic. And he's going to kick that ball away after the whistle. So the referee's going to have a quick word with him not to delay the return of the ball in play, as it's going to be put in here by Channer. And we're going to get restarted with Scrosoppi looking to play a long ball up the field. It's going to somehow squeeze its way through as the ball's continue to bounce around on the edge of that penalty area. And they are trying to take across, and it will get blocked, and it will end up being a Scrosoppi corner kick, as that ball just wasn't controlled in the air by the Hamilton defense. And the single attacker coming out there for Scrosoppi, that was Amari, was able to put enough pressure in that he's able to force a corner kick. We got a zonal system right here in the goal area and a man-to-man system outside in the penalty area right here for Hamilton United. As here comes the in-swing cross. Keeper calls that one, but the defender will get ahead on that one. And with an open net right behind, Scrosoppi couldn't make it count, as a little bit of miscommunication in the back line as Kovacevic headed that ball away. The keeper called for that one, and that left an open goal behind. And Rafasami couldn't put it home into the open goal. Just couldn't get the good touch as he fired it over the net. And this game, just in the opening 3 minutes, will remain a 0-0. But an early opening chance for Scrosoppi to go ahead. Marshall with Pava. These two center backs have a lot of composure, and they're not afraid to carry this ball up if needed, and they will be able to carry it towards the midfield, but it's going to get returned all the way to Pava, which will be spread out wide to DeFeo. Pava finds his midfield. It's the man who just had the chance a moment ago, Rafasami. He's going to play a little 1-2 outside on the wing, and a good shift over from the defense. Murphy is able to deflect it off of the oncoming attacker as they'll go out for a goal kick. This is BFC squad, as we mentioned at the beginning of the game. 3 points for them tonight would put them top of the table after Burlington lost to Vaughan last week, 2-1 in that scoreline. So with that singular loss, Scrosoppi could pass them in the table. Of course, Burlington back in action tomorrow. They'll be taking on the Blue Devils in that match. You expect Burlington to get 3 points in that one. As we have another corner kick here, a little discussion if that was out for a corner or a throw-in. And this time it's going to be, looks like Rafasami coming over here to take this one to get that in-swing kick. Last time it was a little miscommunication between the defense and the goalkeeper. This time it will be played short by Scrosoppi, but good job there from Kagal, able to come out of his goal, and he's able to make the catch before the oncoming attackers could get to it. They're going to try to launch themselves quick on our counterattack, but Pava did well, and it might have been the secondary player coming in on the attack, because from this point of view, it looked like Pava got a clean tackle, but there was some pressure on the back from a secondary player for Scrosoppi, and the referee had a closer view, so he'll call that one for free kick against Cotterill. Kovacevic for Hamilton. Played in towards the midfield. Murphy didn't like anything. He's going to go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Kagal. Comes the long ball up. This one's could be a dangerous one. It's bouncing around the edge of the penalty area. And it's going to be a foul. Looks probably for a dangerous play there coming in from Assad as he put the leg up to try to reach that one before goalkeeper Maloney could get to it. But that was a dangerous through ball because that one just got held up right on the edge of the penalty area. So goalkeeper Maloney couldn't get to that right away, but he was able to get to it off the deflection. Nice ball down the line for Cotterill. Cotterill going against Murphy one-on-one, cuts inside. Able to try to work his way through towards goal was Carlos. And it's going to be another corner kick. Hamilton disagrees, though, letting the referee know that one. And he's just putting the hand up and saying, nope, it's corner kick, and everyone step away. It's a third corner kick already here for Scrosoppi. They were able to provide a good chance with the first one off of the corner kick from Pava. Will they be able to trouble the Hamilton goal again? As this one's a good ball played in. There's a couple players battling for head-to-head, but it's going to be a foul going against Marshall. As it looks like he went in too much with the elbow there. Knocked over the Hamilton defender, which led to this free kick. Maharaj trying to work his way forward and will get his team a throw-in around midfield. Some pushing and shoving going on between Pava and Assad. And a good look there on that one as that throw-in was played in towards Assad. But he got cleared out for another throw-in for Hamilton. Assad trying to put the physicality in play. As that one looked like a foul throw-in, Ryan Tomasi, but the referee will allow that one to continue on as they're going to continue possession midfield. But a good boot away there from Carlos. It's a counterattack the other way for Scrosoppi. The ball's returned back to Carlos. He cuts back inside, but they will clear it away as far as the point, and there's the shot. And Kaga will deflect that one over as Daniel Rafasami has a good adventure as he fired that one from just outside the penalty area. But a good save there from Kaga is able to deflect that one over as he got the right hand up to deflect it over the bar. But a good counterattack started from Jacob Carlos, winning that ball in the midfield and launched itself on that quick counterattack opportunity. This one's going to get played towards the near post. Going to take a couple bounces, and Murphy's going to hit this one high in the air. Neto gets it forward towards Assad. He's going to try to get it back towards Maharaj, but shifting over there was Marshall, and Scrosoppi will pick up possession in midfield, but Pava has that ball bounce away from him, and that's going to lead itself towards a free kick for Hamilton United as Eklas was brought down at midfield. The Hamilton United defenders continue to knock the ball around, and they played up towards Murphy. Here comes a little bit of a press, though, as this ball will get played all the way back towards their goalkeeper as they try to see if they can find some space in the midfield to play this ball up the field. As this one does get by the defender, and they will be able to keep this one in on the far touchline. This one will get played in towards Assad. Finds Neto. They return it all the way back towards Hakeem on defense. Hakeem is going to switch it towards the near side of the field for Tomasi. Finds Murphy. Back for Kovacevic. Good bout of possession here for Hamilton United. Well, good job here from Scrosoppi, not allowing them to get anywhere over. As soon as that ball gets right over midfield, then the Scrosoppi players attack and try to win that ball back. And they do launch themselves a good attack there as Hakeem collides hard with the Scrosoppi player. And it's going to be a yellow card for the defender, Nabil Hakeem, as he prevented a quick counterattack opportunity. And I have to say, personally, that's a good yellow card to take. That's a good foul, as this allows your players to get back in position after you gave up a quick ball live going forward. It would have been a 2-on-2 attack the other way. And if they got around Hakeem there, it would have been a 2-on-1 attack for Scrosoppi. So a very good chance onto goal. This now here allows, okay, you get the yellow card, but you put yourself back in position. The only danger is now you have your center back, who's quite a physical player, on a yellow card. It's got to be careful here with just 11 minutes into this game. Be Channer. He's going to play this one out wide for Cotterill. Cotterill trying to get some footwork in to play a cross in, but he's forced to play this one back towards DeFeo, who looked to try to return it towards his winger, but they weren't on the same page there as this ball will roll out for a goal kick. This Hamilton United squad started out the season quite well. They just had a small defeat against Guelph, 1-0, but a tie against Pro Stars, and then a couple low-scoring losses against Blue Devils and Vaughan. But they had a tough stretch recently with Alliance and Woodbridge picking up 5 goals against in both of those games that have put them a little bit on their heels. But this is a good opening 12 minutes for them, and that's not a good touch right there. And Neto, though, wasn't able to go forward with that one, as he looked towards the referee for a call but wasn't getting it. So he's got to get himself back onto his feet and into the field to play. As here comes Scrosoppi quickly the other way. Di Dominicis. She's going to play this one in. Good control. Try to pull the trigger. And got it towards goal was Amari Cotterill. But it wasn't going to trouble goalkeeper Ethan Kaiga much there with that effort, as that was straight towards the Hamilton keeper. But a quick attack and good play there from Scrosoppi FC. Good space here as they try to get it up towards the left side of the field. They weren't able to get that good first touch in, but Assad is working with his team to try to put some pressure up the field, and they will win themselves a throw and do Hamilton right by the corner flag. And the referee giving a final warning here about the delay of games, as he has a quick word with Marshall. And it's this throw-in here, as Scrosoppi's not happy, as they won themselves off the throw-in, but this one's going to have to be retaken, as the referee was still having a conversation with the Scrosoppi center back. Comes a long throw-in. Nice job there from Marshall. He'll head it away, and Hamilton United will get themselves a corner kick in this game, as they're trying to see if they can put some pressure on the Scrosoppi goal. This is a good bout of attack. As we've seen, Hamilton, once they have that ball in the back line under a little bit of time, they're trying to play that ball towards the wings, see if they can get one of their players going forward, as they got 2 players in there to try to play it short. And going to be another corner kick here, as they did have that one player coming in short, and they do deflect it off of the one defender for another corner. And this time they're not going to play this short, as the second player will run himself in towards the penalty area. Here comes the ball on the outswing. It's going to be headed away on the first one by Cotterill and kicked up the field by DeFeo, and they'll be able to clear themselves away from danger. As we get close towards the 15th minute mark here at the Ron Joyce Stadium on this League One Ontario Premier Men's Game of the Week, you're watching Hamilton United and Scrosoppi FC battle it out here, currently in a 0-0 draw. But this game definitely has the makings of some fun to happen here in this match. Interesting fact here as well for this Hamilton United squad. Currently, nobody on the pitch right now for their team has a goal so far here in the League One Ontario season. This will mean we're going to have to look at some new players up top to see if Assad can be that leading striker. They do have Zaglul, who's on the bench, who does have 2 of their goals so far this season, but nobody else here in this starting 11 has found the back of the goal yet. And we'll see who's going to be that bright light to get them there, as Neto does get brought down. And he wins his team a free kick. So here comes that long ball towards the wings once again. And this time it will be kept in on the far side under a little bit of pressure. They do get themselves a throw in, so it has proven to be successful so far when they play that long ball up to the corner flags, as long as their wingers can continue to get to those through balls. It's going to be back for Hakeem. He's going to play it down the line, but that player would have been offside. It didn't reach him, however. And Hamilton will get themselves a lucky bounce there, as they will go out for throwing around midfield. Comes that long throw in again. When you do have that long throw in taker, it can just prove so beneficial when you do get those throw-in opportunities by the corner kick flag. It can almost act like a secondary corner. So definitely a good threat to have up the field if they do give themselves more chances. As this ball continues to bounce around, 2 Hamilton players fall down to the turf, but the referee having none of that. And this allows some time for Scrosoppi to get themselves away from that oncoming pressure, and they're going to settle the ball down. Lots of space here for Channer. Plays it for James. Time for Amari. He finds Rafasami. Back for Pava. Pava will carry this ball up. Lots of space for the center back, and finally he's forced to pass this one off towards James. Didomincis. Trying to work his way through a couple orange jerseys, but the Hamilton players won't be able to clear it away on the first attempt, or neither on the second attempt, as Scrosoppi will retain the ball. Good turn from Rafasami, and he'll switch it towards the near side to find James. James is going to utilize that space in the middle and play a little 1-2. As they're going to leave it now for Channer. Channer sees that run down the left side as he finds D. Domincis. And here comes a late flag, but it will be offside going against the attacker for Scrosoppi. That will shut down that attack. But what we're seeing right there, especially on that attack, there was a lot of space in the middle, right in front of the central midfielders for Hamilton United, for Scrosoppi to move into. Scrosoppi will have to take a look to see if that type of space does continue, and see if they can try to utilize that space for someone like Channer to fulfill and get himself some space to spread the ball out wide for an attack. Assad does a good job to hold this ball up, and he's going to wait for some support as he's going to switch it towards the near side for Aintamasi. Returns it for Neto. Neto shifts it towards the right foot, plays a pass inside. They try to get through with Eklas, but that one doesn't get through the center backs, as Kovacevic will try to play this one up the line. As Scrosoppi can't keep this one in play, as Amari didn't think that one went out of play, but he's going to end up being a Hamilton United throw. Three other games went on so far here today in the League One Ontario Men's Premier Division, as Assad got himself a foot, looks like, towards the groin, but it looks like he's going to be okay. And it's going to be another throw in for Hamilton. Sigma C, we mentioned earlier, picked up a huge 2-1 victory for Vaughan. That's their first win of the season. Simcoe County, with their first game with new interim head coach Zach Wilson, picked up 3 points as they defeated Pro Stars 3-1 in that match. And on last look, Alliance was up 1-0 on North Toronto. We'll have to quickly verify that one. And it was a final, so now Alliance did win 1-0 over North Toronto in that match. 2 games as well tomorrow, as Hamilton United try to get some good pressure in towards the Scrosoppi goal, but I'm liking the way they're playing so far here in this first half is the team in orange, as there's a bit of a sandwich right there, as Cotterill will get caught up, and the referee telling him he got the elbow out to stop the Hamilton player from progressing. Blue Devils and Burlington play tomorrow, as well as Woodbridge and Guelph. Make sure to stay tuned at league1ontario.ca for all your information for upcoming matches and schedules. Comes the ball called in. Maloney will call that one, and he sees that one the entire way through. No pressure on goalkeeper Maloney, as he'll try to kick the ball up quickly to launch his player Amari quickly the other way. And Amari will get called for being all over the back of Kovacevic there. It'll be a free kick. Kovacevic going to loop this one forward. It's going to find its way through. Maloney makes the first save on the second chance. Assad fires it over the goal. A little bit of miscommunication in the back line there between the Scrosoppi defense and goalkeeper Maloney. It looked like the Scrosoppi defense was shielding it to try to wait for Maloney to come out of the goal to collect that free kick played forward. And good job there from the attacking players. Maharaj got to the first ball there, and he put a chip towards the goal. Maloney made the first initial save, and Assad on the rebound, though, couldn't find the bounce, and he fired it over the goal. But a huge good chance for Hamilton United as Scrosoppi tries to go quickly the other way, as here comes Cotterill. Cotterill, though, will get brought down, be a free kick, and they're going to take this one quickly. They see an option out towards the right side, and Carlos, his first cross does get blocked. He falls down in the penalty area, but it's going to be a goal kick. Quick attack going the other way. And didn't see much under that challenge against Carlos there, and didn't really see too many complaints from the rest of his teammates. That's when you really know it possibly could be a penalty. You hear, okay, if the player goes down, possibly, but if you hear the whole team going at it, sometimes the bench, maybe you start to think about it a little bit. In that case, it was just, okay, you went down the initial haze, no complaints after that, and that's when the players know, okay, this was probably the right call. And Tomasi, he's done a good job so far here in his battle against Faris Amari. Try to throw this one in, but a lot of space here. That's what I said. This little air pocket of space, there's been a lot of it in the middle of the field, and they were able to spread this one out wide towards Amari. He looks to tee this one up, and he got a lot of power on that one, but not enough accuracy, as that looked a little bit of a knuckleball looked like he went for there. Fires his way over the goal. Maharaj trying to get himself towards the middle. Gets it poked away from him by Amari. Pava did a great job. He stays on his feet, and the referee will play advantage. As Cotterill can't go any forwards, as Amat did well to poke that ball and pull it away from him. Time for Murphy. Trying to find Maharaj, and putting a foot in there was James. But it's just going to end up being a throw in a little bit further down the field for Hamilton. As we're getting towards the 25-minute mark here in the opening half on your League One Ontario Premier Men's Game of the Week. You're watching Hamilton United and Scrosoppi FC currently battling out for a 0-0 draw. But both teams have had the chances, but no one has found a way to find the back of the net yet. As Antomasi able to get his way through. And there's a good sign challenge there from Rafasami. And finally, it's going to end up being a free kick. And it's going to be a yellow card afterwards for the initial chance. Faris Armari will get a yellow card. So one yellow card now for both teams, as Hakeem got a yellow card early in the first half. And now Faris Armari will join him in the referee Gulistani's book. Comes the free kick, and again, Maloney sees that one the entire way through. The tricky thing is when you have a bunch of players running in from that far post, as they continue to grow straight, and that ball is played in towards that near post, the goalkeeper just has a perfect view of that ball coming in the entire way through. Hamilton might have to look at, all right, if that ball's getting played into that sort of space, someone's got to make that instep cut towards the front of the goal to at least puts a little bit of pressure, or force the goalkeeper not to see that ball the entire way through, to maybe force a little bit of danger off those set pieces. A lot of space here in the midfield off the throw for Rafasami. Finds James, returns it towards the midfielder. Good cut there from Rafasami. Faked the shot there instead went with the left-footed pass, and it takes a deflection and goes right towards the Hamilton goalkeeper Kagal. Murphy colliding with Rafasami. Like I said, got to give a lot of credit so far here for Hamilton United for this opening half hour. They've played really well, stuck with, you could say, the top team right now in League One Ontario Premier Division. Put some pressure and as well made some chances themselves. So you start to think maybe Scrosoppi didn't come in with a full head of steam and thinking maybe this will be easy 3 points. But Hamilton is making them work for it here. Di Domensis going to play this one down the line, and Amari will not have enough space down the line to reach out for that one. And that one's going to go all the way out for a throw-in. Coming off back-to-back wins here are Scrosoppi. They've got a big 4-0 victory over Simcoe County. Forced Simcoe County to change coaches after that match. And a 5-1 victory over Guelph a couple weeks ago. And their single draw so far this season has been against Woodbridge, where they tied 1-1 in that one. As we see a miss hit on the kick there from DeFeo, and expressed a little bit of disappointment in himself, allowing that ball to roll away from for a goal kick. Both these two teams are as well eliminated in the League One Ontario Cup, as we have quite an interesting mix of teams still remaining in the Cup competition, which is always what makes the Cup so fascinating. When you make it down to one game, put all the teams in, you never know what can happen there. As Scrosoppi matched up against Burlington in a high-fire match early in the quarterfinals, and Burlington won that after a 1-1 draw in penalties. As here comes Hamilton coming quickly the other way with Assad. Nice pullback turn from him as he'll return this one towards Amat. Amat's pass played in behind Neto, but he's able to control that one as he returns it towards Amat, but he will be offside, is the left winger, and that shut down that opportunity. As it looks like DeFeo Picked up a little bit of a knock. He's run towards the tent here. Gonna get a little bit of a zoom in there. Maybe that's what led to his screech of despair when he played that corner kick. So we thought probably it wasn't for the good cross, but it actually was for probably pulled something or hurt something there. So he's off towards the tent right now. And currently, right now, looks like Scrosoppi will be playing one man down here as they tend to look at their injured player. And Hamilton's going to try to make them pay as this ball's played towards the near side for Maharaj. Maharaj trying to take the defender on one-on-one, and a good job there from James. He holds the shape, and he's able to poke that ball free. And now Scrosoppi trying to go quickly the other way. Didomensis finds James, who won that ball. Returns it in for Carlos. Carlos tries to switch it over. But Kovacic, he's been all over the place in the center back position here so far. Done a good job holding it down. Didomensis. Rafasami. Referee says play on as the mat does fall down. Rafasami does get the ball back. He's going to play down the right side. It's going to be offside, though, as there was the finish. And what a finish that would have been for Carlos. But it will get called back for an offside as Rafasami played it towards Carlos on the right side. And he put the power on that one going bar down. And it won't count. As referee Goldstein is going towards the Hamilton United bench, having a word with the coaching staff. Looks like a little bit of explanations going on, but didn't see too much animation coming from the Hamilton United squad, so looks like everything's going to be okay. As well as DeFeo, he's returned back onto the field to play, so Scrosoppi have returned themselves to full strength and do have all 11 players back out here on the pitch. Channer, good reach on that one, and a good second challenge there from Channer. Good challenges from the midfielder, but Scrosoppi weren't able to make the ball go forward on their first opportunity. But Channer does get the ball back on his feet, and he'll play it wide towards Marshall. There's a long ball played towards the near side. Too hard, though, for Amari to be able to reach to, and Hamilton will get themselves the throw. Assad going to get called here for the foul, colliding into the back of the Scrosoppi defender. Like I said, for Scrosoppi tonight, are missing 3 of their top goal scorers in Alish Kublak and Mosin. Didomensis does have 3 goals so far this season. Amari's got 2 himself. Carlos has 2 as well. So they do have the players out here who can find the ball in the back of the net. As we saw, an offside was going to be called. But Scrosoppi did get the ball back, so referee allowed play to continue here. Space for Didomensis. He's going to play this one out wide for Amari. Amari will cut inside. And Tomasi staying with him. They does get the cross in, but easy catch there for Kagaz. He's able to see that one the entire way through. And the goalkeeper will play this one all the way up the field to try to test DeFeo. Does have that injured, I think it was groin earlier, so might as well try to target the player who might not be feeling 100%. As Amat finds Murphy. towards Amin. Check that out, that's Hakeem. From Murphy. As Scrosoppi, you can hear Coach Yakut trying to tell the players to try to time their challenges. There's that long throw as Assad does a nice back heel. As it does take a couple deflections. Amin wasn't able to play that one across, and they both claim to get it, but it will be off Amin last, and it will go for a goal kick. Pretty even game so far here between the top and the bottom of the League One Ontario table so far. Definitely, if you're thinking ahead on this match for the game of the week, probably thinking, okay, Scrosoppi's probably going to get a few early, but Hamilton United has stuck with the team, and it's put us quite an interesting matchup so far in this first half. We'll have to see here in this remaining 10 minutes, and will the scoreline change? Will there be that one bright, shining moment, or will both teams go in towards the break, hoping to try to make some adjustments? There's a diving header there from Amat. He's able to clear it away on the first chance. But Amari's going to put this one back in towards a dangerous area. But Kovacevic is there, and Neto will clear this one high and up the field. Amat and Cotterill going at it. He's going to leave that one for Hakeem to help assist. As Amin's trying to turn around there, but he's not able to, as he had some arms around the back of him, and it'll lead to a free kick, and Hamilton will get himself away from the danger. Seeing right now here, the Scrosoppi FC bench is warming up. So right here behind the goal, Hamilton players sat down so far. And, you know, everything's working so far here for Hamilton United. So I wouldn't even be considering or making our players think we'll be getting ready of any changes. But these Scrosoppi players just staying loose and warm should any changes be needed. Long throw there from James, but unable to control it there was Carlos. And now here comes Neto quickly the other way. Good pass from him as he's going to play it down the line for Maharaj. Maharaj on the first time credits finds Assad, and he just couldn't get the right header on that one and slams down the turf in frustration. That was great one-touch passing coming out there from Hamilton United. Maharaj played a perfect first time cross. Assad with space was able to get the header onto that one, but just couldn't get the power and direction to test goalkeeper Maloney. But the chances are coming for Hamilton United, and Assad is finding himself in some critical positions in front of goals, and we'll see if he can find that one behind the net, as here comes Hamilton once again with possession as they're going to work this ball down the line. He has that overlap run coming in, but he's going to take the space in the middle of the field instead and smartly looks to switch it, as here comes another overlap. Maharaj can probably use this one, and he will with Antamasi. He'll play a first-time cross in. That's going to bounce around, but will get cleared away by Rafasami, and Scrosoppi's going to try to go quickly the other way. Carlos gets his way past the first one, but it's going to be offside, actually. And this one's going to come all the way back. And it's another offside here for the Scrosoppi FC striker tandem. Just haven't been able to find themselves timing their runs to get behind this Hamilton United defense. I wouldn't say Hamilton United is really playing themselves a bit of a high line as well, so I think it's just mistimed runs here so far, as Neto was making a great run up the middle, but Hamilton wasn't able to play it up towards him. DeFeo. Little 1-2 gets it back. Does DeFeo. He's going to try to carry this one inside, but Murphy will be able to clear it away on the first opportunity. And Kovacevic avoids the first challenge, and he's going to carry this ball up, is the center back. And he smartly recognizes, okay, I made my move. I got my space. Not let my attacking players carry this ball forward. A lot of space up, and they're going to play it up towards Neto. Neto doesn't first time cross it. I think he had it there, But instead he'll pull it back to get him some space. They try to shot there from distance from Murphy, but that one doesn't get through the crowd. And Scrosoppi's going to try to go quickly the other way. Carlos does well to shove himself away from the first attack, and he's able to find some support here from Cotterill. Returns it for Carlos. Good chip forward. But Di Domenicis can't reach to that one as Kaga was able to read that one right off the chip. He immediately stepped forward from his goal to catch that loose ball. Good quick passing from Hamilton as they get themselves to midfield as Neto will try to play it towards his near side. But that pass, though, wasn't successful. Rafasami still arguing his case with the referee, and the referee just saying this is what you could do instead on the next situation. As Hakim will play this one out long. Player, will he stay onside? No, he didn't. But the goalkeeper will be able to get to that one is Maloney. As Amin was making a run down the left wing, and Hamilton continues to try to play those balls, and they've proven to be quite successful here in this first half. As Marshall will have the ball here for Scrosoppi. For Channer. Pava. In for Cotterill. Cotterill looks to have switched wings with Amari. So Cotterill is now here on the left wing. And Amari has shifted over towards the right wing now for Scrosoppi. Channer again here for Scrosoppi. Has James space the midfield, but he'll play the pass up. I want to see Scrosoppi take that space a little bit more. Wait for that attack to come towards them. As this is playing more towards the Hamilton defense when they try to play it quick. As Murphy's going to carry this ball up. He's going to look for some support. And then both players backed off a bit there. He gets nudged down, and that's a late call there from referee Gosani. I expected a foul to be called in that one, but it was a very late call there from the ref. But it was an interesting situation because both defenders, one player was covering the overlap, and the second player, I'm not sure. It looks like, okay, I thought maybe he thought he was going to come towards the player, but both Scrosoppi players peeled themselves off, and Murphy did a good job recognizing that and tried to cut himself towards the middle of the goal, and now gets himself a free kick in a very dangerous position towards the end of this first half. This is trying to decide here. This is one of those angles here as well. Do you go for goal and try to test the goalkeeper Maloney, or do you play a cross in just on the edge of the goal area and see if you can just get someone to tap it home? So tricky choice here is trying to be a little bit of a nuisance in front of the goal is a Hamilton United player. He's going to have to run himself back on onside, but I'm pretty sure that is the goal. But they could count himself for interference if he does get somewhat in the way. But we'll see here with Neto. Neto takes, and good job there from Maloney. He's able to come over, and he catches that rebound. A good effort from Lucas Neto as he was aiming for that top near side corner. Maloney did well to track that one. But I got to say, Hamilton's been testing the waters the other side, although Scrosoppi probably has had the best chance of the game. I'd say overall Hamilton has had the more overall chances here in this first half. As we get close towards the 45, I don't imagine there's going to be too much of additional time from fourth official Edward Bosiak. Probably a minute or two, as it's been a pretty free-flowing first half between these two teams. As Carlos trying to push himself between two orange jerseys, can't find a way through. And And Tomasi will clear this one out of danger. Pava looking to carry this one up. Finds Cotterill. Returns it for James. James did well to fake the cross. Faked out the winger completely. But he puts this one back in towards the corner. And now James on the second effort. His pass is just past the outstretched leg of Cotterill. As we get past the 45 here, didn't see the indication. I'm not sure if the PA caught it either. But again, don't imagine it's going to be much of additional time here. As I didn't see a board go up. So it's probably just a communication between the fourth official and the referee. As this one gets chipped forward, the player is onside, is Eklas. Doesn't get taken away from him, and it forces Scrosoppi in their own goal area, and they're forced to kick this one all the way up the field is Marshall. But there goes the halftime whistle. So just the singular minute of additional time as we go towards the halftime break at the Ron Joy Stadium in this League One Ontario Premier game of the week on this beautiful Saturday night. Going to the break, it's going to be Hamilton United 0, Scrosoppi FC 0. Don't go anywhere, folks. Second half action coming up next. And welcome back, everyone, to Ron Joyce Stadium here in Hamilton, Ontario, for the second half action in this League One Ontario Premier Game of the Week. No score between Hamilton United and Scrosoppi FC, and what's been a quite surprising but well enjoyable tight affair between these two teams. That's Scrosoppi FC looking for a W today to go top of the table, and Hamilton United looking to pick up a huge point here in this match to try and see if they can get themselves out of the relegation positions. These two teams will have to get quite familiar with one another as well, as this Wednesday, June 19th, these teams will get rematched once again. So playing twice in a singular week, these two teams will have to go battle against each other once again in that match. Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play. We've seen some good chances on both squads. A single yellow card issued to both teams as the teams have switched sides. So in the all-white, going from your left to your right now on your screens at home, is Scrosoppi FC. And in the orange and black is Hamilton United, going from your right to your left. I believe there was a halftime substitution for Scrosoppi. We'll have to wait and see again. Doesn't look like the fourth official has a board today, so have to wait and see who the change will be. We'll just have to do a product of elimination and figure it out. But the second half is underway here at the Ron Joyce Stadium, and we'll have to see, will we see some adjustments from Scrosoppi FC, or will we continue to see that long ball game towards the wings be effective for Hamilton United? As we see some early attack coming in, I believe that is a substitution there. As I see a new striker up top for Scrosoppi, that's Abdul Babawale. So I see him up there, so he has definitely entered the game. And we've seen a change as well, as you see a free kick coming in, and a change in attacking players as well for Hamilton United. Ali Assad is out of the game. And into the game now at striker for Hamilton is Brandon Wellington. So Wellington is now a tall, lanky striker. And if they're playing those crosses in, he could be that one to get it in. But here comes Scrosoppi with their set-piece opportunity. This one's going to get played. Called by Kagel. The ball's still loose. That ball's still bouncing around. There's another block in front of the goal. And Kovacevic did a great job staying big and wide to be able to block that one, as Maloney will have to come out of his goal to clear out that loose ball as Wellington was getting in close. So I believe it was just the singular change for both teams. But again, we'll confirm that with you guys in just a few moments. But here comes another chance as Babawale tries to play that ball forward. But that through ball was played in behind Carlos. And it's going to go all the way to the waiting goalkeeper, Kagel. And it looks like we have another substitution here for Hamilton, as we see offside getting called against Wellington. It's going to be a substitution on the right wing here for Hamilton. Soren Di Sabatino is into the game, and he replaces Zachary Maharaj. Interesting substitutions, in my opinion. Maharaj and Assad played very well, in my opinion, in that first half for Hamilton United. Was putting in a lot of great chances and was a little bit unlucky not to get themselves a goal, but those are the two players substituted out. So here comes Di Sabatino, and him and Wellington will try to see if they can be the ones to get themselves that crucial goal. As Di Sabatino, it's making me eat my words there. He's danced his way through 3 or 4 white jerseys there, but unfortunately that through ball was played up to nobody in orange, and all that work was for nothing there for Di Sabatino. Pava towards the left side. Finds Carlos. Carlos gets bodied down by Murphy. And there's a ball being kicked after the whistle. And Scrosoppi is yelling at the referee, saying, you gave a warning for that in the first half. Where's the yellow? But there it is. And there will be a yellow card issued towards Nathaniel Murphy. I'm not sure if it could be for the foul, but he did kick that ball away after the whistle. So you can pretty much guarantee he was getting a yellow card either way. So he just gets set up for the set piece. 2 players in the wall. This one gets crossed in, and Kagal did well to read that one. Didn't have any trouble on him, and he got up high to catch that one as he'll roll this one out towards Amin. Amin here once again. Gets it taken away from him by Rafasami. Tried to get it up towards Babawale. Couldn't get it up the field. And here comes Hamilton trying to go quickly the other way as Neto will place one out wide for Di Sabatino. Di Sabatino has Wellington coming across, and he's going to play it towards Wellington. Wellington does well to shake off his first defender. And Wellington's trying to work his way through. Somehow almost got that cross into play, but that ball just goes over the goal line and out for a goal kick. It looks like the player who checked out here for Scrosoppi was Omari Cotterill. So Cotterill has out, and he got replaced by Babawale. As I here see Carlos carrying this ball up midfield. Leave it off for DeFeo. Returns it towards Channer, who looks to switch. Good battle in the air. Di Sabatino getting himself involved here early. Can't get that ball cleared away from the Hamilton half, however. Good run coming down the left flank. Player goes down, and the referee will point to the spot as Kovacevic brings down the charging attacker. And it's going to be a yellow card as well to Vukasin Kovacevic. And it will be a penalty kick after all that effort from Hamilton United. It was a great charge coming down that left flank. And a player was brought down. We'll have to see who's going to be the one to step up now for Scrosoppi. Looks like it will be Carlos. He's got 2 goals so far here on the League One Ontario season. And it's saved! Kagal goes the right way. Beautiful. As he faked it going left, took that initial step going left, and then he shifted direction to go the opposite way. I'm not too sure if that played into the factor, a little bit of mind games, but a great save from the Hamilton United goalkeeper. And this game remains at 0-0 with a beautiful, and that, you're going to probably see that on the highlight reels all week long here in League One Ontario highlight plays of the week, as that was an impressive save off the penalty kick. It was right towards the corner too, so it was well taken penalty, so it required a little bit of a distance on the jump there, but the attack still continues. Scrosoppi trying to see if they can get themselves another opportunity towards the goal. And there's the man who just had that penalty. He's not happy. Carlos plays it across for Babawale, and he fires that one way over the goal. Gets a nice round of applause here from the Hamilton fans. But something to keep in note as well. Now that's both Hamilton center backs on yellow cards. So something, if you're a Scrosoppi attacker, you're going to try to challenge these center backs for Hamilton United. You're going to try to go at them and try to see if you can win a free kick, foul, whatever. Put them in a little bit of danger because, of course, recognizing, okay, one more yellow card, and they're down one of their center backs. Amat finds Murphy. Murphy's going to play this one out wide. It's going to be too far away for the goalkeeper to get to that one, but he's going to get some help from his defender, James, who will head it back towards his goalkeeper, Maloney. Amat under a lot of pressure there from DeFeo. He's forced to clear that one away. So it'll be a throw-in right by the corner flag for Scrosoppi. as they look to try to play a little 1-2, but that got read by Amin, so they're going to have to take this throw in again. Comes across and good sliding challenge there from Amat, and he looked like might have hurt his ankle there blocking that one when he slid in. So the referee will have to come over here to take a look at the injured player. That's Ibrahim Amat. And again, looks like he might have twisted the ankle when he blocked that one for the corner kick. Like we said earlier, these two teams are back in action, playing against each other once again on June the 19th at 9 p.m. at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Hamilton United will have a 3-game road trip continue on there, as they'll be battling against one of the other top-of-the-table teams in Burlington on June the 22nd, and then Sigma in a massive game for the table on June 29th. Comes a corner kick, making sure the Hamilton player is far enough away, as this one will get headed away there by Ayn Tomasi. And Matt will be able to kick this one up the field. Here's DeFeo. This ball get played in towards this near side for Pava. There's going to be a long ball up as Carlos was making a run from the left side through the middle, but it was played a little bit too strongly to get up to one of those Scrosoppi attackers. And that's going to be the target here for Hamilton. Play that ball up, see if they could get towards that large frame of Wellington. Good job there, though, of Pava getting up tall, though, and getting that ball in the air, as this one's going to sneak by the defender. But Amin can't reach that one. It's coming over some support as Marshall, but he turns this one right over towards Murphy. Murphy, little 1-2 with Neto. Murphy cuts inside towards the left, and that was a good effort. Maloney does well jumping to his right to make a save. But a beautiful 1-2 there with Nathaniel Murphy working with Neto, and Murphy cut back towards the left foot, and I think the midfield might have expected a right-footed take, but he put some power on the left foot there and tested the goalkeeper Maloney, making his best save of the game. Players are set up towards that far post right now, as here comes that outswing on the corner. They do get the header on that one, but couldn't get the head over it, as that one gets fired over the goal coming in there from the midfielder Eklas. Pava utilizing that space, so that's what I wanted to see from him more in the first half, as Eklas is going to get called for the foul there. Hamilton not happy with that one. Felt like he got all ball in that challenge. And it'll be a free kick here for Scrosoppi. Referee was right on top of it, though, so I'm going to have to give the referee the benefit of the doubt there. But it looked like all ball from this area, as I see a Scrosoppi player fall down quite easily there in the edge of the penalty area, as this ball will find its way out for a goal kick. Comes a substitution here for Scrosoppi. And checking out of the game on a yellow card will be Ferris Amari. So Amari will be the player checked out again on a yellow card on this right wing position. And we'll have to let you know here on the player who just checked in. As we got a player wearing number 9 here for Scrosoppi, but the thing is, we have nobody with the number 9 on the lineup sheet here for Scrosoppi, so it might have been a late change. They have it They have it listed as Ayube, but that is definitely not F.A. Ayube who checked into the game. So we're going to have to wait and see who the mystery number 9 is for Scrosoppi. But we'll continue on here with the play. As here comes Neto carrying this ball up for Hamilton. And some pressure coming in, and you can hear the coaching staff from the Scrosoppi bench. They're trying to hold the players back and wait to time the challenge. Wait for it. He's telling them, wait. And then as soon as he says now, then they all push on the high press attack and see if they can force that ball away. And they did well there, forcing that long ball to get played out for a throw-in. But, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see here on who this mystery player is here. I might go through the profiles here of each of the players and see if I can find player who looks like the one I'm seeing here on the field. But here comes Hamilton right on the edge of the area, but it's going to be kicked away by DeFeo. It's a good battle there on the far side, and Hamilton will be momentarily trying to get themselves out of the pressure, but finally it will roll away and out for a throw-in for Hamilton as they try to throw that one up towards their striker, but couldn't find there in Eklas. Channer has that one roll away from him, and that's going to allow the player Namat to get it. He can't play that ball forward, and now Rafasami has space. Finds Carlos. He's got a couple of jerseys on him. And there's Babawale. Babawale cuts this one inside, and I think the whole crowd was screaming, left foot, left foot. Maybe it's something where, okay, they know this player, and they knew he would cut inside towards that left foot, maybe a favored foot, and the Hamilton defender read that one, was able to clear it away. But good recognition already, maybe some previous scouting or previous knowledge knowing there for Babawale. Over the hour mark here, though, on this League One Ontario Premier Match of the Week. No score between Hamilton United and Scrosoppi FC. Scrosoppi is going on the attack, though, right now with Carlos going from range. But he wasn't able to test the goalkeeper on this one, as this one went high and wide. Didn't get a good touch on it. That one was Channer. And if that one will go back for the midfielder Amin. And Amin got a little bit too casual with that one, though, and allowed for the Scrosoppi players to get itself back. But it's a good challenge there from Hakeem to be able to keep that ball in front of him. And Hakeem will leave it up for Eklas. For Neto. I've loved this one-touch passing coming out here from Neto. He does a great job playing quick 1-2s with his players and then getting himself into space. He's really created some great opportunities as the central midfielder. Good run coming down to the corner, and it took a few deflections, and it will hit off of the Hamilton United defender last, so it'll be a Scrosoppi corner kick. So again, right now, according to what we have here from League Ontario, the substitute player for number 9 is F.A. Ayube, who's wearing number 9 instead of the credited number 12 on record. So have to wait for that one to confirm with you, but number 9 is currently credited as Ayube. Kovacevic and Tomasi. He's carrying this one up as the fullback. He's getting a good run up the field. Leaves that one for Di Sabatino. Di Sabatino trying to see if he can get himself out of danger. Finds out Tomasi gets the cross in. There's Wellington, and he just can't get that one onto goal. The substitute, Di Sabatino, doing some great individual work on the far side. Did well to get himself that cross played in. But Wellington just couldn't get the body around to put that one onto goal as it goes out for a goal kick. As you see another substitution coming here for Hamilton United. Checking out of the game will be Mushtaba Amin. So Amin will be checking out of the game, and coming into the game, it's their leading goal scorer. It's Yusuf Zaglu. He's got 2 goals on the League One Ontario season. So definitely someone who knows how to get to the back of the net. Can he be the one to get them this goal? Will be Zaglu. Carlos. Gets it taken away from him. And there's a sign challenge from Carlos. And he felt like he got the ball there, but he got the player there. And this one's getting taken quickly. But no one on Hamilton on the attacking players. Right idea to play it quickly. But the attacking players weren't ready for that one either. So this is just going to be a free ball for Scrosoppi to be able to settle. Marshall switching it towards the far side. That ball was overhit, though, over the attacker on the far side in James. And that was going to go for a throw-in. Di Domensis. Almost lost his balance there, but was able to recover, and he's going to push himself in. It's a good challenge there from Amat. He got all ball there, and a little bit of posturing from Amat after that sliding challenge. He went up over the defender, might have said some words to the Scrosoppi attacker. But definitely some posturing there as he gets set up for this corner kick. So he gets out for this in-swing corner kick. Going to take it quickly. As you see player coming in short. There goes the cross in, but it's headed away by Kovacevic. Wellington's second touch, though. Can't find his man, and it's just going to go out for a throw-in. Murphy going to clear this one all the way up the field, but Maloney was already up the field and had that ball fall perfectly towards his foot. As we see Ayube, he does well, gets around the first player, but his pass goes in behind Di Domensis. And now Zaglu is going to go quickly the other way. We have a player running up with speed, so that's Eklas, and Pava taking no chances. He was going to clear this one aside for a throw-in and allow his teammates to get back into position. The Scrosoppi team will return home after they play this back-to-back games with Hamilton United. On June 23rd, they'll be home against Vaughan. As you see Zaglu coming in through. He's going to play a centering pass. Can't pull the trigger, though, was Di Sabatino. And now here comes quickly Scrosoppi the other way. It's Carlos. He's going to have some time and space on the near corner, and he's going to try to take the defender on as he's going to play this one across. This one's through. That first opportunity gets blocked. A second chance from range gets fired over the goal as Chandler got a little bit too much under that one as he fires it over the goal. Scrosoppi FC will have after those 2 games, will be on the road for back-to-back games. They'll be traveling to Pro Stars on June 29th, and then mark this one definitely on the calendar, July 7th. They travel to Burlington in a rematch of the League One Ontario Cup, which went to penalties. Definitely will be a high-flying match in that one. Not a good pass there from Zaglu, and he turns this one over as Di Domensis will be able to find Ayube on the far side. Ayube. Good footwork from Ayube. Gets around a couple players, but got too many on him As once you get through one or two players, you got to look to lay that ball up as you try to get through the third. And it turns out to be a goal kick at the end of the day, as Murphy did well to hit it off of the Scrosoppi winger for a goal kick. So seeing 3 substitutions for Hamilton United. It was all 3 attackers for them so far. Again, both their center backs are on yellow cards. Something to keep in mind out for. Might be seeing a little bit of panic here coming out here from Hamilton United as they're playing a little bit more of these long ball passes, but just don't have anybody up there in position for these balls. As here's James. James inside. Dudominsis. Good move from him as he's driving on the penalty. Plays the cross, but that low cross goes in behind both of his attackers. And this could allow Hamilton to go quickly the other way as DeFeo and Zaglou are battling for it. As Zaglou tried to play it up, didn't get a good first-time pass, but he has that ball fall right back towards his foot. Reaching the 70th minute mark here on this League One Ontario Premier Game of the Week. This is what I love to see about the league. Anything can happen here. As Hamilton United at the bottom of the League One Ontario Premier Division table is putting in a great shift against a team that's looking to try to go top of the table in Scrosoppi FC. Zaglou leaves this one for Amat. Lots of space for the defender. Just try to find someone to pass the ball to, but nobody was giving him an option, so he's forced to go backwards towards Hakeem. Wellington gets a good first touch, gets around the defender. Here comes Wellington. Try to drive his way through. Leaves this one here for Neto. Can Neto get the shot? He does! And a brilliant save from Maloney as he jumps up to deflect that one over. But what a first touch there from Brandon Wellington. Able to control that one. Slips it by the defender. He comes hustling through. Marshall does a great job cutting off the attacker. But the ball finds its way straight for Lucas Neto. And he puts power onto that one and tests the goalkeeper. And that's what we've been seeing from this Hamilton United team. They're testing the goalkeeper, forcing him to make great saves. And Maloney did well to get the block onto that one. Here comes the corner kick. Goes towards the far post for Wellington. Interesting position to be in. You'd expect someone with the tall frame of him to be in the huge pile to try to get the header on. He's hiding himself on the far post as Murphy does well to get through one attacker. And he isn't able to get through his second one, but a good job coming over there is the defender and Hakeem to force a counterattack, but he turns it over, does Hakeem. And this is going to allow another quick opportunity for a chance for Scrosoppi the other way. And Kagal makes the save as Carlos try to chip it over the sliding goalkeeper. Babawale plays the cross in, and Kovacevic is there to block it. Goes towards the edge of the penalty area, and Channer can't get his foot on that one as his shot will go wide of the goal. And this is just end-to-end gameplay, folks. We're going counter to counter. And the defenses are holding strong as Scrosoppi will be making a double change. It'll be the captain, Carlo DeFeo. He'll be coming out of the game. So at least one change there and DeFeo coming out. Well, he goes towards the bench, so I'm not too sure if he is the one getting changed or not. So a little bit of confusion. So it'll be Matias Cortez will be coming into the game. And Rafasami will be one of the players coming out of the game. So DeFeo looks like he's staying in the game. Just ran towards the bench at an awkward time. So Matias Cortez is in the game, and Rafasami is out. And we'll get confirmation on the second substitution for you guys in just a few moments, because I think it's Ayube who's got checked out of the game. And Ayube was just subbed in the 59th minute. So a 14-minute shift for a player they get substituted on. Maybe just not liking what the player was bringing out here on the attacking force. But Ayube, I believe, was substituted out of the game after substituting in here in the second half. Here's Marshall. De Domincis. Gets a takeaway from him by Zaglul, and he'll leave it off for Wellington. Amat. Good pullback pass from him as he's going to find Zaglul, who avoids that challenge as Hamilton gets himself some space in midfield as they're looking to play this one long for Di Sabatino. But Pava is back there to block that first pass as Neto, though, can't win it back for his team. There's a hard collision in the back line there. That's going to lead to just a free kick there. And probably a final warning here. Murphy already on a yellow card. Has to be careful. That's probably his final warning here on this one. Here comes another set piece here for Scrosoppi. Can they test goalkeeper Kagav? Again, both goalkeepers have been fantastic here in this match. This one's going. Keeper calls that one, and he will punch that one away for a corner kick. As it was Andrew Paolucci, the newly introduced substitute, who was nearby there for Scrosoppi. He took off Rafasami. So here comes across towards the far post this time. And Pava, though, wasn't able to get the good head onto that one, as this one will go wide of the goal and out for a goal kick. Hearing a lot of conversations coming out here from Kovacevic, the center back for Hamilton United, directing the players where to position themselves on the goal kick, where he wants them to be. Putting some good leadership positions there as a Hamilton United center back. As here comes Zaglul. He's coming in through on the left flank. He's going to find his man inside. Can they pull a shot? They do, but it does get blocked. Finds his way for Murphy, who got a little bit excited there and fired that one from range. As it will take a deflection and will end up being offside going against the Hamilton United winger Zaglul, as that one bounced his way towards him. And we see Pava going down. It looks like Pava came out the worst of that one after making the block on that shot. And this could be a crucial injury for Scrosoppi. Matthew Pava, a stalwart in the center back position here for Scrosoppi FC. Hopefully he's going to be okay here in this one. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a cramp. But we'll have to wait and see. Just a reminder here on the games that so far happened today. Sigma FC with a big 2-1 victory earlier this afternoon. Simcoe County back on track with a 3-1 victory over Pro Stars. And Alliance got a crucial 1-0 victory over North Toronto. Two more matches tomorrow with Blue Devils battling against Burlington. And Woodbridge and Guelph go toe-to-toe in the final matches of this game week. So check that it is Marshall who went down on the turf. Either way, it is a crucial center back position in Tristan Marshall. And he's not able to put much pressure on it. He's going to require some help from his teammates. So it might be the end of the day for the center back after blocking that shot. And it looks like he will be substituted out of the game, Will Marshall. Looks like they're going to make some tactical switches here. DeFeo comes out here, talks to the players, as it looks like Channer might have dropped back into the center back position. And one of the newly introduced players will fill in towards the central midfield. I believe that's Cortez filling in the gap. So coming in for the injured player will be Tyler Martins. So Tyler Martins into the game now. As Babawale will get called for the foul. As they're going to try to play that one quickly towards Di Sabatino, but getting called for that one is Maloney, and he'll roll this one out towards James. James sees that run coming down the flank, and it's going to take a couple deflections. And, oh, looks like Kovacevic hurt himself on that clearance. But he will get up towards his feet, but he's a little bit of screaming in pain there as Kovacevic. Hopefully he's going to be okay. We'll have to keep an eye out for him, but the play will still continue the other way here for Hamilton. Zeglu. He's going to play this one inside for Neto. He's got space. Right? Immediately gets it shut down. Tried to run with it, but had nowhere to go. Looked for a foul and wasn't going to get anything. And now Scrosoppi tries to go quickly the other way. Carlos gets shoved off the ball there from Murphy. As Kovacevic under some pressure there, but he's still able to get that pass off towards Zeglu. Neto, a little bit slow to get up himself. He's able to get back on his feet, and Zeglu dancing around 3 or 4 white jerseys, finally finds some support in Eklas. He's going to spread this one out wide for Wellington. Wellington has the overlap run, and Tomasi, though, can't control that pass. Has a roll off his foot, and it goes out for throw-in. Just under 9 minutes plus stoppage time. Won't be a few minutes left to go here in this League One Ontario game of the week. No score between Scrosoppi and Hamilton United. A huge penalty kick save coming in from the Hamilton United keeper, Ethan Kagal, on Jacob Carlos was the biggest chance of this game. But it's got to say, it's been a pretty even game. And if I have to say so myself, this game does deserve a single point for both teams. I think Hamilton has earned themselves at least a point here in this match. But they got themselves under pressure with this corner kick. Kagal will call it. He gets the hand on that one, but leaves an open goal and hits off the crossbar. He didn't get enough of a hand on that one, did the Hamilton goalkeeper. And it's going to be a yellow card as well behind the play. So it looks like Pava picked up a yellow card. As Coach Yaku not happy with referee Gulistani. Can hear it all the way across the field yelling towards the referee's displeasure with a free kick and yellow card call there. But we're going to resume play here. But Pava now on a yellow. Comes a good rush coming in there, and good job there shifting over to shut down that attack once again was Maloney. Maloney has done his job. He's been tested here this evening, but he's made some very important saves to keep this game not up at 0-0. Both goalkeepers have been terrific. Babawale. Not too sure what the plan was on that one. Maybe it was for Carlos coming over, but looks like Babawale really favors that left foot because instead of going maybe for the right-footed pass, went for the outside on the left foot. Maybe he's trying to curl it. But it goes all the way out for a goal kick as we see an injured player here around midfield. That is Lucas Neto. We saw him go down a few minutes earlier, but he managed to get back onto his feet and try to continue. Is the midfielder. It looks like he picked up a bit of a cramp. Let's see if he'll be able to continue on here as during this break as well. The referee Golestani having a word with the fourth official, Bosiak. Maybe to keep an eye or have a conversation with the Scrosoppi coaching staff, because a lot of pointing of directions were towards the Scrosoppi bench. But Neto looks like he has stretched this one off, but he will have to come off the field. So before getting direction from the referee to re-enter the play. So momentarily Hamilton United will be down a player, as this ball is returned back into the field to play. Good job there from Wellington. Able to interfere with that one and didn't get a good touch on that one. Was the defense of DeFeo with Marshall. Again, Channer was the player who's checked out of the game. So just confirmation from earlier, so I apologize on that one. So it's Channer who was substituted out of the game. And he was replaced by Tyler Martins. And again, some great encouragement coming in from Coach Sarich, saying, quick thinking, forget it, keep playing. Again, really loving the leadership coming out from the center back. With a younger squad here, just making sure the players keep their heads. Amat clearing that one away, and it'll be a corner kick they're going to have to deal with once again for Scrosoppi. Could this be their opportunity? Well, it's going to be a substitution first for Scrosoppi. And again, it's a player they substituted on here in the second half. Baba Wale will be coming out of the game. So, second player that they put on here, he gets taken off here. And the newly introduced player will let you know in just a second as this one bouncing around that penalty area. And Hakeem, maybe took a touch too many, and he gets dispossessed there. They play the centering pass here. Here comes the shot, and it's a brilliant save from Kagash. How did he get to that one? It was through traffic as well, as they put the low driving effort towards the bottom corner from, I believe it was Andrew Paolucci. And Paolucci's effort was a great hit, but Kaga, what a great save from the Hamilton United keeper. He's earning himself some great celebrations here at the end of this game as the Hamilton United keeper. What a save. I don't think people realize how difficult that one is, especially through traffic. So you don't see that one coming all the way through. So he had to get to that ball late, and he was able to get towards his right and just get enough of a hand onto that one to deflect it for a corner kick. Like, the penalty save was fantastic, and he made some good saves early, but for me, that was probably the most impressive save of the game from him. Murphy finds Neto. Neto played that one out wide, had a man out there. They just couldn't play that pass towards Zaglul. Played a little bit too strong for that winger as it goes out for a goal kick. But interesting again for Scrosoppi. Put on two wingers. Didn't like the way they were playing and substituted them both off. So Jeremy Talsma came on for Baba Wale. And he will play in towards a right fullback position. Here's Talsma. Again, Talsma as well, wearing a different number than the jersey they have on the game sheet. So he's wearing, if you're tuning in and checking on the app, he is wearing number 6 here on the field is Talsma. And looks like him and DeFeo will be working together on this right flank. Martins gets dispossessed. As Di Sabatino, we've seen some good footwork from him. He tries to hurl himself down the line. He can't go any further as he gets some help here from Wellington to get the ball free. Hakeem. Amat calling for that ball down the wing, and Hakeem plays a great ball towards Amat, who's coming in with speed, but he's going against a fresh-legged Talsma, and he'll be able to slow down the attacker. Eklas splits his way through, and he gets tripped up. And it's going to be a free kick for Hamilton United, as some good intuition there from Anfal Eklas, splitting himself between the two Scrosoppi players. And wins the team a free kick. As it looks like a substitution coming out here for Hamilton United. And he did have that cramp injury earlier, and he looks to be hobbling a little bit. So it'll be Lucas Neto, who's put on a great shift today. Great game from him. He'll be coming off the field. He'll get substituted by a new player here. We'll let you know here in just a few seconds, as this one gets played in towards the far post, and that one just bounces its way through. Nobody there, unbelievable, was able to get a touch onto that one. And the newly introduced player, I believe that is number 23. That is number 20, that is Nicholas Esperanza. So Esperanza in for Neto. And there's some arguments going right there. And Tristan Marshall will get himself a yellow card for dissent. Didn't like the call there from the referee. He had some words for referee Golestani, and he gets himself into the book as well. So both teams having both center backs on yellow cards. Very interesting here as we get towards the 90th minute here. And it looks like 4 minutes of additional time left to go here in this League One Ontario Premier Game of the Week. And what a game of the week it definitely has been, between two teams fighting for completely different reasons, but definitely both of them needing points. But could this be the chance here for Scrosoppi? They get that block in, still trying to push his way through, but there is Antamasi, and he's able to clear that one away. Scrosoppi trying to pick up the pace as much as possible. And if you're Hamilton United, you're trying to slow this game down as much as you can. As Carlos didn't get on that one, and he falls down and puts some frustration on the turf. Maybe he felt like he was fouled, or just some general frustration of how this game has gone for Jacob Carlos. It has not been his day. Comes Murphy, and Marshall and Wellington collide with one another. And the referee will call a free kick for that one, as Marshall interfered with Wellington as he was going up for that ball. And Marshall will go down on the turf with an injury after colliding with the Hamilton attacker. And they've already lost Marcus Channer earlier. I don't know if they can afford to lose Marshall as well. I am definitely excited, though, for these two teams to butt heads once again on June the 19th, just in a few days. But because he required the medical staff, Marshall will have to step off for a few minutes. So that's the center back position they are missing right now for a crucial set piece for Hamilton. We've seen Murphy. He's not afraid to strike it here from this distance. So could they be going for goal here? And referee telling Marshall he's got to go to one of the sides. He can't be standing behind the goal. It looks like substitution happened. It looks like they might have substituted Marshall out of the game during that change, as Julian Gonzalez is on the field. But here comes the set piece. Hard-footed effort from Murphy. He did go for it, but that one was right into the wall. And Dudemensis does well, but he can't get this ball away from Murphy. Murphy wants a second opportunity. He's going to play that cross in. It gets nicely headed away from James. Ryan James has had himself a good game on that left back position as well. He's been very composed and reliable on that position. Talsma. As Demensis over on the right side. Try to play across, blocked again from Amat. Amat has been everywhere to block it. As we get towards probably 2 minutes left to go here on this one. Of course, we did have 4 minutes of additional time, but we did have an injury taking up most of it. As here comes the corner kick. Again, player coming in for the short. They've done this a few times. And Carlos will get on this one. His cross, though, doesn't find anybody. And Talisman can't control the second clearance. As here comes Wellington. Try to go quickly the other way. He has 2 players up the field. Can he find either of them? No, he's not able to play that ball up. And he's forced to play that one back towards his defense, who kicks this one up the field. As Talisman will be able to control this one now in midfield. Hamilton can't give up on this one. I'm seeing 2-3 players not hustling back right now for Hamilton, and they got to be getting themselves back into coverage here. You got to be giving everything you got left in the tank right now. They shouldn't be standing and watching the play. They got to be coming back to support in these type of moments. As here comes leaving this one, so it's definitely a long throw-in taker. We haven't seen Talisman take a long throw-in yet, so definitely it's going to be the situation here. Here comes the throw-in. Well headed away by the midfield. And it's going to be settled here by Carlos. Trying to play that one out wide towards the player, but it's going to find its way back towards Carlos. Carlos trying to do it himself. Gets the cross in and finds a man, but can't get a good header. There was Cortez. And it will be goalkeeper Kagashi will be able to kick this one up the field towards Di Sabatino. And he's going to try to see if he can lead an attack the other way. But Pava will kick that one over the fence. As there goes the full-time whistle on your League One Ontario Premier Game of the Week. And what a thriller it was. But it will end up being a 0-0 draw between Hamilton United and Scrosoppi FC. And it's weird to say the words thriller and 0-0 game, but this game really had a little bit of everything. A great match here for both teams, who will again battle against each other in just a few days' time. But again, I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in this Saturday evening for this League One Ontario match. Make sure to stay tuned in on the YouTube and the channel. Find out which game of the week is coming up next. This has been Martin Ohms here on the play-by-play commentary. Thank you all for joining us once again, and I'll see you guys later.